things set up. So I guess we're at 8:32. Let's
Yeah,
start.
great.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Mind the Moment's Thursday morning gathering, brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. This is a place where you invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe Palacino, and so happy to be here this morning as we catch her on her way into greener pastures, Tara
Yes.
Healey, founder and director of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare's mindfulness program. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Suzanne. Suzanne is alluding to, I'm getting together with a college friend and going up to a place in northern Massachusetts. And it's like a family camp, literally. There is electricity, but it's very rustic. So I'm just kind of glad that it's going to be warm.
Mm,
Yeah, because I don't know the heat situation in that house, in that small camp.
yeah. Are there games there and things like that? I can picture that.
Yeah. There's thanks, Loretta.
Sounds
Um,
wonderful.
yeah, and yes, I said to Suzanne earlier that she's a friend I met sophomore year in college in physics class, and we got each other through physics.
Yeah, you could look at that statement a couple of different ways. You got each other, meaning you found each other through
Right.
physics, through just like the
Yeah.
whole energy of the world.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, we had fun and actually wound up liking the class. So
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
yeah.
Well, that sounds fun. Well, today for everyone, we welcome all of our regulars this morning, but also a special welcome to anyone new to Thursday morning Mind the Moment practice. Today, Tara will start us off with a question and then share a few words with us and lead us in at least a 12-minute guided practice. That practice will be both guided and a little bit of silent time so we can get used to that kind of meditation as well. And then after that, we'll have time for questions and any sharing of resources or things like that we generally do. So if you could go to the bottom of your Zoom screen and open up the chat, and at the bottom, you will see a blue drop-down menu. You can choose everyone in that blue drop-down menu. And then people will be able to see your comments once we pose that question. So yeah, what question do we want to start off with today, Tara?
Yeah. So, with the weather changing just over the past couple of weeks, I have been doing a little bit of spring cleaning and going through clothes and really wanting to kind of purge certain things that I haven't worn in a while. And, but it got me thinking about how there's certain things that I just hold tightly to. And what do I actually need? What am I willing to let go of? So the question is related to that. And that's like the background that kind of prompted the question. But what is something that would be difficult for you to let go of? What is something in your life that you maybe feel like it would be really hard to live without that? And so I know, there are many ways that can be answered. But Suzanne, we'll start with you. And then while folks are thinking about their response, Suzanne and I will answer and think what would be hard to release. Not that you have to, because I think in this practice, I've always loved the concept of discriminating wisdom. What are we holding on to because it's actually important to hold on to, it's valuable, and what are we holding on to that we might not need? So I think spring cleaning has prompted me to be just reflecting on that and certain things that I don't want to let go of but don't actually need. And but there are things that I do need. And so Suzanne, do you have any thoughts for yourself?
Yeah, so the first thing that came to my mind was reading.
Mm,
And books. So, that's something
yeah,
that I know I was almost picturing it on a desert island. What would be the thing that you couldn't leave
yeah,
behind, that
yeah,
kind of thing. So, and also stretching, that's something that I really like in so many ways
yeah,
is good for me.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and again, there are a lot of answers to this, but I would say the one of the things that would be really challenging for me to give up would be running. It's because it's been a routine since I was 18. And, just as I'm getting older, realizing that there may be a point at which um, my body's not going to be able to do this anymore. I don't know. It would, but um, it would be something to work with, because even if I've had injuries or been sick or something and I haven't been able to run, I really notice the pull toward that, the kind of grasping for the feel that I get when I run. So it's I mean, there are many ways that I could answer this question, but for now I would say just that capacity to move my body in that particular way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess, as the marathon is coming up on Monday,
Yeah.
I think about, all the people that are in their 80s that run
I know.
marathons,
I know.
it's
I
pretty
know.
astounding.
And I know, and I've had friends that have hips and knees replaced from overuse. So it's
Mm.
like, just I think our bodies are all, we're all built differently, and paying attention to signs of, when our body is saying like enough or back off, or, again, I think these practices really help us see those things more clearly. But
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
curious what people
Interesting.
are
Yeah.
saying.
So walks with my dog, I even think about the fact of having a dog, like if, my dog's getting older. So
Mhm.
that's an interesting concept. Easy
Yeah.
access to nature, daily yoga.
Yeah.
Conversations with my husband, our morning walks, my large home will simplify, but eventually it brings us comfort. Living by the
Yeah.
beach,
Mm.
having strong opinions, even when they conflict with those close to me. Yeah, hard to give
Uh,
up. Hard
yeah.
to give
Isn't
up.
it? Opinions, what we hold tightly to. Yeah.
Addictions, yeah.
Yeah.
Connection with my children and grandchildren. My morning coffee ritual. Day that the doctor advises me to give it up.
Oh.
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 There's always decaf. I can always say switch to decaf. Yeah. Packaging. When I buy something like a new phone or tablet, I'm compelled to keep the packaging until I no longer have the item. I do that too. I
Ah,
do that
yeah.
too for storage purposes, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I think this in general is an interesting contemplation, because the packaging comment is also, I'm thinking about how plastics are destroying our oceans. And, you know, yeah, I mean, it's challenging, right? Although a friend just introduced me to bar soap shampoo, which I'm like, pretty good, right? There's
Mhm.
none of those big, and it works. It actually works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just trying not to buy water bottles ever, unless I'm in an extreme situation and I need hydration.
Mm.
Um, yeah,
I've
yeah,
actually thought of contacting my local grocer and just letting them know like that I don't really buy, like I really buy things that are in glass much
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Like,
yes.
can they choose more glass? But,
And there's more companies that are doing packaging that's responsible, biodegradable. Like, we're just seeing more of that. So, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, but
And
yeah,
Lorenz mentioned, we had a flood years ago, and yeah, the kids' elementary art. I've been taking pictures of
oh,
that and putting it on my computer. Getting rid of art,
yeah.
it's losing parts of the memory. Yeah,
Oh, that's
pictures of
great. And
memories.
physical reminders of memories. Yeah. Yes. Yes. These
Yeah, what's
are
the right amount?
really,
Yeah.
really, yeah. Thank you all. I mean, I think as I look through the comments and I think about just our shared humanity around these things that are dear, that we hold close, and the tug of releasing certain things that probably have outlived their usefulness or aren't needed. So
Yeah, no, it is interesting to look at the amount of stuff we have and how, I've got the items from my parents that I honestly physically haven't gone through because I didn't want to consider have those things in my mind as to, do
yeah,
I throw it away or not?
yeah. What do I do with this? So in the spirit of what do I do with this?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and begin practice. So you can stand or sit or lie down. Any of those postures are fine. Um, Take a posture that feels like it's going to serve you best this morning. Um, the idea is that you want to stay awake and you want to be engaged and upright with a spine that is straight but not stiff. So you're finding that balance between holding yourself in a way that's not too tight and not too loose. And go ahead and just assume the posture, eyes open or closed. And if they're open, gaze downward a bit. And on your own, take a couple deep breaths just to settle any surface tension from the morning. Just allow the body weight to surrender into the support of the earth below. And just allow yourself to feel held by the earth and by this community of support. Letting go all that has happened so far today and releasing anticipation of what's next. So allowing yourself to arrive here fully in this moment, knowing that you are here, sitting, standing, or lying down, aware of how the body is, the posture of the body, and bringing full awareness to the physical sensations that the body is offering. So that could be the points of contact with the back of the body and the surface. It could be the beat of the heart or a pulsing, tingling vibration, temperature, any of those things. So you're like a scientist and the subject, just simply receiving, nothing to go out and look for, just receiving the physical expression of your activity this morning. Just taking a moment to keep that wide angle lens over the whole body. And take a moment to expand awareness to include sound that might be in the room or outside of the room, making a soft mental note, hearing, without labeling what's making it or considering what's making it, literally just engaging hearing. And beginning to bring awareness back inward, allowing sound to remain as it will in the background. Bringing awareness to the top of the head. And as we move through the body, just simply become aware of sensation or lack of sensation, the ability to soften or not. Um, so starting at the top of the head, coming down over the sides and the back of the head, coming around to the face, seeing if you can release any holding in the jaw or the area around the eyes. Again, just to the degree that you can, softening the face. Sweeping awareness down through the neck and shoulders, upper arms, forearms, and hands. And bringing awareness to the torso. And just as we move through each body part, receiving whatever is being offered, noticing, and not having sensation or noticing no sensation is totally fine. Coming down over the hips and thighs, the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. Receiving sensation, perhaps points of contact, and release. And let's now look for an anchor to help stabilize the wandering minds. The mind will wander. We're not trying to stop it. We're just seeing that when the mind has wandered off, we're going to escort it back to a stabilizer, such as breath sensation. So when you inhale and exhale, where in the body is breath sensation most felt, most noticeable? So as you breathe in and out, that's one option. Sound, opening to sound is another. And you could also choose a different body sensation other than breath, like the palms of the hands resting on the top of the thighs, or perhaps somewhere along the back of the body. So each time you see that the mind has wandered off, just make a soft mental note thinking, allow the body to soften and return attention to whatever you're choosing as your anchor. So I'm going to be silent for about 3 minutes. So you'll just keep returning over and over again as you notice the mind has wandered. And noticing where the mind is. And with a sense of ease and compassion, escort the attention back to whatever you're using as an anchor this morning. Allow the body to soften. Often when there's thought that slips in, the body tenses a little bit, so soften the body. And just simply return to your anchor. And as we bring this meditation to a close, may we be peaceful and at ease. May our heart be soft and open. May we be safe and protected, and our bodies healthy and strong. And may the merit of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. And if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open as you feel ready. And if they were open or closed, it's always helpful just to reorient to the room that you're in. So taking a moment to just look around a little bit, maybe stretch. Yeah,
Thank you, Tara.
of course. Yeah. Thank you to everybody for joining this morning. We've got about 5 minutes, and I tend to want to give folks some bigger stretches of time without any talking. So feel free to comment about that in any way, if that's helpful or how that might feel. And this is one of the few things I know of that's simple but not easy. I mean, practice is really challenging, but it makes it easier to be with a group and do this. So, any comments or questions or sharing of resources, books, or anything that you have read that you want to share, this is the community to do it.
Yeah, looks like there are some positives about taking
Okay.
longer stretches. Yeah, but everybody likes a mix.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. The bird sounds, especially this time of year, have really, I don't know, I've just noticed them even more. And I've recently put a bird feeder out on the back of my property. So
Nice.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I've seen all kinds of lovely birds and hearing them in the morning. So
Yeah. The other thing too, and this time of year are the peepers. And there's a kind of swampy area, not too, just like really close to my house. And they're so loud, but they're so comforting because where I grew up in Western Mass, I would hear the peepers at night when I would go to sleep. So there's something that reminds me of childhood. So this time of year is so special with everything just kind of blossoming, the birds singing and the flowers coming up, and yeah, all of it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I would miss all these changing of the seasons if I didn't have it. If I didn't have the very
Yes.
dramatic changes that happen around us.
Yeah.
And as people know that are in the Boston area, it's like we're supposed to be 80s today, but I think we'll go back to normalcy as the weekend goes
Over
on.
the
So
weekend. Yeah. No, inland, right? I mean, they're saying 84, 85, something like that. So
Mhm.
I'm not sure if where I'm going has only wood stove heat. So I'm kind of a little bit glad that
Oh, this is interesting. So Julie, I just read that. So Dan Harris is going to be at Omega in October for a retreat called Meditation Party.
oh my gosh, I love that. Thank
Yeah.
you, Julia.
Hmm.
And Sheila, yeah, with a group of friends during the silence. Yes, I mean, that we are all doing this together.
Mm.
And I say, yes, let's go. Anybody that can go, that would be a really fun, and what a great time of year to be at Omega.
Oh, completely. I've yet to go to Omega.
Oh,
So,
yeah, it's great.
huh.
The food's amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to check that out. Thank you,
Yeah, and I think they
Julia.
offer scholarships. I think so it's worth checking out.
Yeah, he cracks me up.
Yeah,
I just love his style.
yeah, yeah.
I wonder who else will be there too.
Yeah,
We've
I'll check that out. Thank you for that. Yeah, and putting the link in. Yeah.
There's my UCLA community does retreats every once in a while, and at the Saturday night within the weekend retreat, they do a dance party, and
Oh,
it's a virtual dance party. And there's actually someone in the community that she has started this dance party that's like non-drinking dance party.
wow.
And
Wow.
so it's kind of in the middle of the day, and 7A is going to be there, and Jeff Warren.
Oh, wow. 7A.
Wow.
Okay. Community 7A is remarkable.
Yeah.
Really, really remarkable.
Mm.
Jeff Warren is great too, funny
Yeah,
and
funny.
easy. But that is a rock star lineup.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
looking into it right away.
All right, everyone. Well, so nice to see you this morning. Thank you, Tara, as always.
Yeah. Good to
And
meet everybody. Really helps my own practice. So
yes, for sure.
yeah.
And have a good end to your week and a nice weekend. And we'll see you next week.
Hey.
Okay, see you soon.